All right, wonderful people, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome back to Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube platform where they're giving a back-to-back updates on how things they be, or how things they shell for Biafra land and beyond. If you're joining us for the first time, remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Also, remember to like and share this broadcast as it is hot. Okay, my wonderful people, the latest one with the buzz range right now be say Ohanes and Debo. If you they follow up, don't enter one chance. Yes, my people, as they've been exposed on so many things where they do, and at this particular point, it has led to them to actually run away, to flee. My people, they don't run go Abuja as IPOB don't go send 2,000 men, 2,000 Biafra forces to them to hold them down, to hunt them down, and to take them down. That's where you go they be when, of course, when you don't mess up and you know say you don't actually mess up. And at that point, that's where you go they be. My people, this set of people are supposed to actually be captured and taken down because the kind of things they have done, the kind of crimes they have committed, they are actually what's actually taking them down, because this set of people are people that Igbos must have put their whole trust in and have put everything that they've thought into their hands. But then, of course, they have actually sold everything that they've ever wanted to be, sold their rights to even speak out for Igbos, sold everything completely just for their selfish and for the money. My people, when you sell your rights for money, when you sell everything that you've been doing, the whole aim of your whole society or your so-called organization, my people, it just makes you a very big fool. And that is what this set of people have made themselves. They have made themselves worthless in the eyes of the federal government or the Fulanis and so on and so forth. And because they have made themselves like that, their words are nothing. Everything, their word is not their bond, or whatever it is they claim to be is not what even they are rated for, because they are not even rated at all. Anything they say is something that people can look at and can wave off, because these people are people that might have been paid for something else, or the people that might have been told something else, and so on and so forth. They are not even people worth even thinking about. And my people, believe you me, this same set of people have, in one way or another, have a hand in the killings that have been taking place in Biafra land. And that is the truth of the matter, and that is why they are guilty, and that is why every single thing they have coming at them right now, they deserve every single one of them. Because my people, one thing with selling your rights, or one thing with selling your own people, one thing with completely betraying or backstabbing, is that it leads to one thing. They might only give you one face of it about what they actually want to do with whatever money they are giving you, telling you that it's not supposed to cause much harm. But then in the bigger picture, you see that it causes more harm and causes lives to even be lost in due process. And that is the truth of the matter. That is one thing people do not understand with getting stabbed at the back, or anything concerning being betrayed. That is the truth of the matter. And these people are not even worth anything at all. The amount of betrayal they have done, the amount of things they have done, the amount of things they've come and said in public, even concerning the PM GIE, when things are going wrong and they are expected to speak up, they don't even speak up. They don't even come out and speak up and say things as they should. We did not know that this set of people have maybe been blackmailed, or something else has been happened at the back, and that is why they cannot come out and say anything. And then my people, if not for the fact that the PM has always one way or another suspected them and called them out for their flaws and said so many things about them, if not for that, I don't think we'd be able to actually know what these people have been up to. And that's the truth of the matter. We can only be sure when we have someone that is actually out there being able to dictate some of the flaws that these people are into and some of the things that they do. That is obviously not nice. And the truth is that we are going to have to actually be very, 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 very careful with everything that is going on at this particular moment, because you do not know who to trust. Knowing who to trust is very important. And I feel like at this moment in our lives, like the PM would always say, he has called out so many things that happen, so many alliances that will come out and say Biafra are recruiting and this, and he would come out and say, you see, this particular one is not among. Do not put your hands, or do not put your heads into it. And it is one of the important things that we should have in our minds, that we cannot just wake up one day and trust anybody at all, because What is the aim of anything that people keep doing around? What is the aim? There is no single aim. There is no single aim at all, and there is nothing that should be done concerning things like this because
soon. So my people, be ready because you do not know what would be happening soon. Okay, on that note, where Obasanjo himself just came out and made some kind of comments, my people. Yes, he just came out and made some kind of comments concerning the civil war. My people, it doesn't really concern us. This particular ex-president, we know during his time, of course, when he ruled in the military time and came back again and ruled again the second time, he had enough time to do whatever I don't know whatever he's saying. But then of course, the most important thing for us to have in our minds on is that we ourselves as Biafrans must do the needful. Okay, my people, he's talking about the Biafra war. Let us see what he has said. He says here, Olusegun Obasanjo, the former president of Nigeria, recently spoke at the conference on youth leadership titled Opportunities for Peace, Roles of the Youths in Conflict Prevention in Africa. He called on youths to be advocates of conversation over violence, highlighting the critical role that youths play in promoting peace. My people, I made this thing recently. I say we cannot go down if you've not done the needful. We can Peace is not even an option right now. If people have decided not to give us what we want, if you've decided not to give us a Mazenam, the Kano have decided not to give us our Biafra freedom, our Biafra referendum, peace is not an option. And so whatever you say now in a conference might be true and will be moved by gullible people that do not know what the true movement for the Biafra army or the true movement for the Biafra is. They are the ones that might look into it. But the true people know the reason why we've been fighting this hard and we've been fighting for this long. And that is those are the people that will not give up or that will not be moved by these gullible speeches that he's making at this particular point. He said, according to Obasanjo's article, he said that the country has shown resiliency during the civil war by returning to the round table for settlement in spite of severe conflict. He exhorted the youths of today to adopt this mindset and convince those who lean violently to think twice. Additionally, he emphasizes the significance of fostering a culture of peace and empathy in the next generation. In Obasanjo's words, during the Civil War, we killed ourselves mercilessly and destroyed our best facilities, but we still came back to the round table to get the challenge resolved. Youth must develop the culture of peace, the culture of humanness, the culture of living the way God wants us to live. Okay, so now this is what he is advising them to do. But then to do what is needful, we Biafrans have always been people of peace. We have always wanted peace in our lives. Every single thing about us has always been about peace. We are not people of war. We do not want war. We have never ever wanted war. But then it is the situation people put us into that make us want to lean to war. Yeah, of course, that is the situation. We are not people of war. I don't know if he's trying to say that the war and everything that is happening now is how. No. The youths of nowadays, the Biafrans of nowadays, are leaning into war because that is what they have pushed us into. Because that is the situation they have pushed us into. We did not just wake up one day and decide to wake up and push ourselves into war. The reason why the Nigerian army and the Biafra Liberation Army, the BLA, are clashing 24/7 is because of the fact that they have refused to do the needful. They have refused to release our leader, Ohamadike Mazenam Kano. Yes, that is why we are leaning into war. They have refused also to give us what we've been asking for the longest of times after the civil war. I believe you me, if they have given us what they want instead of leaning into the civil war, my people, I do not think we would have been here by now. I believe everywhere we would have been on their own. They would have been on their own. And we would be where we are because, of course, there is no need for any war and we would be happy with our state. And by now, I believe you me, the kind of progress we would have made would not be one to even be trifled with. But of course, na so e dey be, na so e dey hot. Once you come for these conferences, they will just make it look like everything that is happening now is our fault, because violence is not the answer. Aneku, aneku, aneku. None of this is going to make the real Biafrans turn away from what is needful. The people that cannot be turned, cannot be swayed by these gullible talks, they know the real fight, and they are not going to give us. And so on that particular note, nothing of such can make us give up on our fight or stop doing whatever it is we've been doing ever since. And so because of that, we'll keep on fighting and doing the needful no matter what. So yes, my people, this is where we've come to the end of this particular broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Thank you.